Hello, my name is Miss Lindsay and I am your librarian. I am here to help you with your cancer research. The place that I am going to direct you is to ClassLink and then go to the Library Resources folder. Scroll down to the third line where you can see we have Gale Science and Context. When you get here, you can type in your topic. I'm stealing from your list of possible topics. And you can see there are tens of thousands of articles in here. The first thing you might want to notice is that we have reference articles, which are going to be kind of big, general articles, might even have most of the information you need there. There's going to be news articles, which are shorter, but perhaps more up to date with medical findings that could be useful to you. I don't highly recommend the academic journals for you because they're written at a college or PhD level. I don't understand most of the things in them. However, they might have specific tests or information about genes or risks that you could pick out from the things you don't understand. You are welcome to listen to the video or the podcast and use those in your research. And then there's magazine articles. So magazines come out once a month or maybe once a week. They're going to be a little bit more developed than a news article, and maybe a little more colorful and interesting, more interesting than a reference article. Okay, so this is way too many articles. So the first thing I'm going to do is filter my results by putting in a publication date limit. So this is medical information, so I want it to be up to date. So I'm going to say, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years old, 2019. And then I got to pick a date. And then I'm going to pick today's date. So then once I hit apply, it will decrease the amount of articles, but they will all be pretty up to date. The next thing I'm going to do is take a look at these reference articles. So they show you a few of them, but they actually have 102. So I'm going to click on there and I'm going to look for one that's general. Okay, like this is probably somebody, if they have this syndrome, they're likely to get this type of cancer. Cancer genetics, a little too vague for me. And colon cancer, that's what I want. Okay, now, the nice thing about a nice general reference article is if you scroll down, it tells you the contents. So let's say you're in the stage of your research, and at this point, all you need to know is causes and symptoms. Demographics is one that might interest you because I know you're looking for statistics about do certain types of people get this disease. So it'll take you right to that spot. And here's a nice chunk of information that could answer your question. As you can see, you can do various pretty highlighting and add notes if you like that kind of thing. Okay, let's say you have some information here that suits your needs. Then you can save this whole article by just clicking on your Google Drive. Then you say OK. And if you go to your drive, you'll notice there's this colorful orange folder, and every single article you save from Gale will go right in there. Okay, I'm going to go back to the article. You will need to have citations for bibliography, I imagine. And if you need that, you can go to the Cite button. And here it is. All you have to do is select it and then right-click, copy, and paste right into your bibliography or works cited page. Now, your teacher might have said you can't use MLA because you're in science class. In science, you always use APA. So if she's saying that, then that's what you should use. By the way, when you save your entire article, at the end of the article is always a citation, and that will be on there in your Drive folder also. Okay, let's say that you want to just share this link with yourself or someone else. Like sometimes I'll have a Google Doc and I'll just put a bunch of links for articles I find. You can't take the URL from up here because it's a paid subscription. It's just like you pay for Netflix or Prime, Amazon movies. So instead, you have to get this link. If you do this one, it will open for you later. All right, what else can I show you? You might be interested in some of the more like this articles that they share with you. And you might be interested in some of these related subjects. So be sure to skim around with your eyes and see if there's anything more that's good for you. So I'm going to go back to the results. And I'm going to show you 3 different ways that you could find the exact information that you need out of all these resources. So the first thing you can do is search within. And here you could put in a keyword. So let's say you're trying to find risk factors. You can click submit. And then it searched all of the articles that are up here for that phrase. Now you're still going to have to look through and see if these 400 news articles that have the phrase risk factor in them would be useful to you. Okay, so you can't get past skimming, you can't get past reading, but you could find some great information. Every now and then, it's going to take you to something where you're like, well, I can't use that. Well, then you just click again on a different article to find something you can use. When you're done searching for that search within term, you can come over here and delete it. Okay, but you could put in more than one term in search within. Okay, the other thing you could do is you could scroll down, a topic finder. So I'm going to go to start the topic finder. And I'm going to just start the search over. Oh no, I guess it's searching my term. There it is. Colorectal cancer. Colorectal cancer. That's how you say it. Okay. So here they've done some brainstorming work for you, or they've kind of chunked the articles by topics. There might be some ideas here that you haven't thought of. But let's see. What would possibly be more useful? Clinical trials. Let's give it a try. So clinical trials, a lot of this stuff is going to be pretty advanced, but sometimes when you read them, you can find out about new tests they've developed to solve the cancer. Or I could come up here to colon cancer and focus in a little bit more. It's how it affects younger adults, right? It's mainly considered something people who are 50 and above would get. Oops, that went away. Younger adults. Oh, linking sugary drinks and colon cancer. How many of you drink sugary drinks? Maybe quite a few of you might want to read that article. All right. So the third way that you could find the exact information that you're looking for is you can go back and go to advanced search. And if you prefer to put in words, you could have your topic in and the word. I keep hoping that maybe you could put in statistics and find some of the stats you need. So I've tried that with a few topics, and I haven't had a lot of luck. But I would give it a go because you might find something that meets your needs. But it comes back to that skimming thing, right? Reading, skimming, clicking around. Okay. I hope this little tour of Gale in context science has been helpful to you. Please feel free to email me or stop in the library if you have any further questions. If you feel really stuck on a piece of information, you can email Jennifer Lindsay, that's me, and say, can you find anything on this? And see if I can help you out. Best of luck, and I will see you in the library.